hate to see my bill, but it's better than going without water for a few days or something. So we're running our water pretty friendly, and my temperature has stayed about where it was. It's below 40. And another thing I want to compliment on our city employees. I think they're doing a super job on this snow removal. My God, they out there every night, it seems like, and doing something. And if they don't get something done, it's not because they don't want to. They're really working hard on it. And we've had a lot of snow this year. We all know about that, a lot of snowstorms. So I want to thank them because I think they're doing a super job. That's it.
Agree with that. Carter.
I just have a couple things. With Steve Deers being gone, I can tell he's gone because I'm doing a lot more work than I usually do for the City of Independence, and and that's not at all because Barb and the mayor aren't working very hard too. But I can tell that with his absence, the slack I think gets picked up mostly by the mayor, and then next by Barb, and then I kind of am batting cleanup. But it's one of those things where you can really tell what the city manager, how busy he was, just based on how. And I think maybe Bonnie and Barb will say the same to you about how much extra work all of a sudden there is to do. And so that's kind of the bad news. I'm a little bit worried about what the bill's going to look like next month. So I'm just giving you a heads up
So
there
are
too.
Our mailing address has changed.
all right. That's all.
Barb.
Benita and I have been working really hard on some outstanding items and cleaning things up from Steve's departure. We did have to request an audit extension just to finish up the MD&A analysis and the comments. So Steve was able to get the comments off to the auditor before his departure. I've finalized the MD&A comments and have forwarded those to the account manager that was here doing our audit. So they'll be wrapping those things up, and we'll be looking for our draft copy of our audit forthcoming here in the next month or so. That's all I have.
Okay. Trying to decide where to start. I met with the committee that or the group that had started the Main Street, Iowa, and made their application, and even though we didn't win, or get us selected for that, win is not the right answer, or right word, they are still working on goals and wanting to keep the momentum going. They gave me a list of the goals that they are planning on continuing on, including or potential application to the spring-summer of 2015 would be their next time to be able to go. In the meantime, they are looking into ways to develop a downtown marketing plan to draw more traffic downtown. They're talking with downtown businesses about business improvements, including extended hours and other marketing initiatives. And they're developing advocacy and educational programs for business retention, succession, and reaching out to those who would like to do retail business downtown. We do have a couple of new empty stores fronts, and so they're working on that type of thing along with Nate Clayberg, who's the economic development person. So they have not dropped the idea. They're working on it. They're trying to see what they can do without having the Main Street efforts, but using some of their guidelines or their methods of doing things. So they're still working hard on it. The other thing that, gotta get it back on my calendar here, that I wanted to invite people, the Chamber Showcase is Sunday, March 23rd at Heartland Event Center from 11 to 4. And there'll be several businesses down there that people can come to. I think the cost is $3 for admission, and children 12 and under are free. So we'll get a chance to meet some of the chamber members and learn more about things that are going on in our community and business and products and stuff that are offered in our community. So as far as Carter's Bill, I asked him the other day if we were putting one of his kids through college or not. But just for the purpose of even the council people, that there is a League of Cities where if you have just questions in regards to how things work or just basic legal questions or something, you can call them, and there's no cost to that. If you have questions on a particular project or something that's going on here, then you know, maybe check with Carter, but in some cases we can save some money not to cut his child out of college education, but to be able to still get things done. And so if you have particular items, that's fine, but especially some of the new people, if you have just questions on how things run or procedures, that type of thing, then the League of Cities might be your first choice of somebody to check with. So we have been busy. Barb and I have worked a lot of hours. I didn't realize how much Steve did either until I started coming in here trying to do some of it. So I am looking forward to a new city manager. We are scheduled for March 31st. Our company that we hired will be presenting to us the top 10 candidates that they see that they've checked into. When I talked to them the other day, they had 28 applications, and we're expecting more of them. This week, the applications are due by the 14th, which is Friday. So we will look at the top 10 on March 31st, and then we will cut that down to, I don't know, 4 or 5. I'm not sure which way they're going to recommend that. And then we are scheduled for April 11th and 12th to be able to do interviews. And I realize that the thing is going on downtown for the race cars because we're going to be doing the interviews at Security State Bank and Bank Iowa. Being close by, we'll have to go back and forth. So there'll be a little entertainment down there for us in between interviews. Maybe we'll keep the spouses busy. I don't know. So we didn't think that was the problem. We figured it'll all work out together. Still some details that we'll have to do because we'll want to do a reception at some time on Friday night so the community can meet the candidates. That's going to be done over at the River Ridge Center. And so we'll have it set up so people can come in there and meet the different candidates. There will be a group of citizens or community leaders will be doing some of the interviewing just to give us their opinions of who they think would be the best ones. But we hope that then by the 12th, as a council, we will have somebody that we can offer the job to, and that hopefully they'll be in hand by May sometime. And then I'm going on vacation for about a month, I think.
What?
Just kidding.
Good.
I don't know what a vacation is. I haven't had one in years. Somebody will have to explain it to me. So I don't have anything else unless somebody else does. I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
Let's go home.
Let's go home. I guess that's a motion. Second?
I'll second.
Second to going home? Okay. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Didn't hear it. Motion carried. Thank you, Danny.